Hey everybody, kind of a sad video today, but I have been asked what my opinions were about the cancellation of the long-running show Regular Show. Just to catch those of you who are unaware up to speed, on the 15th of August, Mark Hamill tweeted that, and I quote, "To be clear, just heard hashtag Regular Show Season 7 will be our last. We'll miss hashtag skips and top-notch casts." Now it was later confirmed that he did in fact mean Season 8, and so after this new batch of 34 episodes, the show will come to a close. The real question is, will Regular Show have a proper ending and send-off? When producing Season 8, they didn't know if they would be renewed or not, but as long as they don't leave it on a cliffhanger, all will be well. If they ended in the vein of the Season 5 ending, Real Date, which felt like a great spot to end off if they needed to, then I'll be happy. As long as we get to see some of the long-time characters make an appearance, such as CJ, Death, Gary, Thomas, the Baby Ducks, etc. Now, am I sad, mad, or happy? Well, the truth is, I have a strange feeling of indifference towards it all. Now, you're probably a bit confused, so let me explain. Regular Show was a whole bunch of things that shouldn't have worked. Even Mark Hamill had his doubts when it first aired. But it did, and we are all so thankful for that. They have then enjoyed 7, about to be 8, seasons, and soon to be 7 years of success with this show, and there are over 200 episodes to go and look back on. Although it is sad that the show is coming to an end, we shouldn't dwell on the future and continue with what ifs and if onlys, but rather think back to the past with fond memories and get excited for 34 new episodes that we'll still be able to enjoy. With a lot of shows fall into, like Family Guy, Simpsons, Big Bang Theory, etc., is that they run on for far too long, and they start to get more formulaic, boring, and stagnant without a proper end in sight. Regular Show began to fall into this trap during Season 7 and, although still quite an enjoyable season, never had the same magic except on rare occasions. Some people think that it went downhill even when CJ became a main player back in Season 5, but honestly I loved Seasons 5 and 6 and also CJ, so I wasn't one of those people. They tried to shake it up by going into space, but it's true that Regular Show, if it continues into Season 9 and 10, might end up leaving a bad taste in our mouths. As much as I love the show and never want to see it end, it is one of my favourite shows on TV, we need to learn when to let something go. For example, I'm a fan of the show Community. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Highly recommend it. Or at least the first 3 seasons. And they had a mantra that Abed, one of the main and most popular characters, said of 6 seasons in a movie. Therefore, it got onto meta commentary, where they always wanted Community to have 6 seasons and a movie. After Season 3, however, the show went through some behind-the-scenes drama, and Season 4 was directed and produced by a different guy, and the fans hated it. It was horrible. Season 5 looked bleak, but eventually it did actually happen, even if the show pretended that Season 4 never happened, even saying in the first episode of Season 5 that the whole last season was just a gas leak year, pretending that it was all just a hallucination. What I'm trying to say here is that it should have ended at Season 3. Although I did love Season 5 and 6, it had great episodes, and I'm really glad that they happened. We still had to sit through that horrible 4th season, which stopped Community from being a better show, or to me at least. However, there is a silver lining by referring to Community. For their 6th season, they got greenlit by a different platform. They were aired on Hulu Plus instead of their regular channel. And for Regular Show, the premise of changing it to Adult Swim and making it slightly more adult humour, like it was originally intended to be by J.G. Quintel, could breathe fresh life into the show. However, I personally think, as much as I never want it to die, that maybe coming to an end after Season 8 is the best thing for Regular Show. Now bear with me. As long as we can go out on a bang and get a fulfilling conclusion, rather than just ending on a random episode like so many other fabulous cartoons on Cartoon Network has done before, then I'll be happy. I would rather an amazing show that didn't overstay its welcome, take Avatar The Last Airbender or Gravity Falls for example, which knew when they wanted to end, what they wanted to do, and although I was devastated when they both ended, looking back, respected them for why they didn't continue and was glad that they ended after their 3rd/2nd seasons respectively. Don't be sad that Regular Show is coming to a close. Think back with fond memories of the 230 great episodes we do have that we can look back on, and 34 more still to come, rounding the total to 264 episodes. As the old saying goes, if you love something, set it free. And maybe it is time for Regular Show to run its course and end on a happy note before overstaying its welcome. Yes, it is a sad day to be a regular show fan, but we have had a show that has been running far longer than anyone thought possible, and is the second longest running show on Cartoon Network at the moment after Adventure Time, which is an amazing feat in its own right. Anyway, this has been Regular Rigby, and Regular Show, you will be sorely missed.